Hey everyone, this is Zemnion from GamePhobia with Vfxman, and hopefully you guys have been tuning into our top 10 games of 2012 on our Facebook page. So today we decided to actually talk about number 7, presented by...
Vfxman3000, by the way.
Sorry, I forgot the 3000.
So number 7 is going to be Resident Evil 6, and in my post I'm probably going to, which is going to be up later, talk about why the game as a whole, for what it is as a gaming experience, especially a cooperative one, is nowhere near as bad as the gaming media is saying it is. I mean, it's straight from its roots, there's no question, but there are a lot of things that I feel like the game has going for it that, especially at a lowered price tag now, I'm actually not sure how much, but it's got to be lowered by now.
Yeah, probably.
Deserves probably a pickup if you have a, friend that is on PSN and, you guys want to play together. It's a good cooperative game. It's also a good single-player game, albeit a bit hard, at parts at least.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the action does get a little out of hand. And sure, it's straight from the roots, but we are in the year 2012, and a lot of people, as much as the series have to get with the times and, man up.
I couldn't agree more. So how exactly would you rank it on the top 10 co-op games of 2012?
Co-op games.
Yeah.
I would put it number 2. Only because Borderlands 2 would take number 1 spot easily.
Borderlands still hasn't made it on our list yet. Definitely going to be there, I think, for sure.
I'd be very angry if it didn't.
So Resident Evil 6 has gotten a lot of controversy just because people are saying that, running into cover and being able to melee freely and just, as in our videos seen.
Okay, I guess it's a good time to talk about this too. We actually have a playthrough up of the game. Many of you probably know this, or had a playthrough going.
Yeah,
the only reason we haven't finished it yet is because of PlayStation All Stars, its release, and Assassin's Creed 3, and the fact that we really just haven't had, between school and work and stuff, we just haven't had a lot of time to really collectively get together and have both of our hearts in it or whatever. Definitely check it out if you have time. But a lot of flack is for Chris's campaign.
Oh yeah, it's actually our first.
The one we started with, ironically. I agree with some points. The campaign, I feel like Chris's campaign is the weakest, especially for you because you played as Chris.
Yeah.
Playing his peers is a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, you got the anti-material rifle, and I had what did I get? I got a knife.
Well, you have your fists, and you're able to punch through boulders.
Right. Just the fact that the melee system is a little broken, and I think we can agree on that.
Jake
especially when have a weapon select is hand to hand. I think that's pretty ridiculous.
Then again, you're fighting the Ustanox. I don't know.
Yeah.
It balances out. But as far as straying from the series roots, those of you who played Leon's campaign know that a lot of the factors and components of Leon's campaign are very Resident Evil. There's a big survival aspect. I mean, especially in we realized that we're losing health a lot quicker in Leon and Elena's mode, whereas Jake's, we're sort of in the middle, and Chris, you could get hit 50 million times and you lose one health piece. So I mean, I could see why definitely people are getting off of it because apparently there's a lack of challenge. I don't know, I guess.
Right. I mean, we're definitely going to try to play through on professional mode, things like that. Just in the future, definitely look out for that.
Definitely need that platinum trophy.
Yeah, we're going to definitely work towards it. But I think it's probably one of our best co-op playthroughs yet. If not our first co-op playthrough, I think.
Didn't you guys do Star Wars at some point?
Right, our first co-op playthrough is Resident Evil. I don't really count. That was more of a trial phase. But
okay, so that's our first co-op playthrough.
And it's working out really well. And just make sure you check it out. I think it's probably the funniest that we have up there. And I mean, after playing Amnesia, I thought that would take the cake. But this is definitely some Class A comedy style
for
co-op.
Sure. Also the games I didn't actually I'm actually putting him on the spot because I never told him about this, but I think a cool idea would be after we do the top 10 games of 2012, we do the top 10 games we're looking forward to coming out in 2013 that have been announced already. I got a few on my list. Definitely. BioShock Infinite, anybody? But yeah, so that's definitely
and then we'll definitely make some vlogs on each one.
But
start from 10.
Despite PlayStation All Stars being an extremely flawed game, we're having a lot of fun with it, and I guess that's what counts. I mean, Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't see it, but the screen behind you is literally the character select screen because we're playing online
Right.
now.
And it was number 9 on our list, right? Number
Number 9
9,
on our list.
PlayStation All Stars. Just because, I mean, it's a great party game and, it's fun.
And for those of you who already have seen the list or haven't seen the list, I put Tokyo Jungle on there. I definitely, if you got $15 in your PSN wallet, you got to pick that game up.
I mean, I never even heard of it before you posted it. So what exactly is it about? You
We
pick
can play it together. You pick an animal from 50 million different animals. Not 50 million, but there's like 40 or 50 different animals.
That's pretty close.
Saber-toothed tigers to Pomeranians to chicks.
Like
little,
birds, right?
Little bird chicks.
Right.
And basically, if you have a deer, you're gonna survive by eating grass and avoiding the saber-toothed tigers who will kill you in one hit. And you find a lover after you pee on plants or whatever, and you mate and you have generations which serve as your lives because when you hit about 15 years of age, your hunger meter becomes unfillable and you die of old age slowly.
Wow.
It's pretty heavy actually, and a lot of people think the cover, like I think there was one comment that said the game looks really scary or whatever. It's actually not a horror game. The concept makes it seem a little bit like it maybe, but it's not a horror game by any means. And I don't know. It's definitely the best. I'm gonna go put myself out there right now. The best PlayStation. Okay, you know what?
Better watch it there.
The second best downloadable title, because I think if you're reading me, I think the best PSN title will be on our countdown for sure. Just because of how beautifully written the story is.
Oh, right, definitely.
If you know where I'm going.
I mean, you can even argue that's also going to be released on hard copy. So I mean, if you wanted to,
you could check that out on our GamePhobia.
Also play through of that too.
Yeah,
if you know what we're talking.
I'm glad we've mixed here, but just think of like the most emotionally evocative. I'm gonna say it actually probably the most emotionally evocative game of all time. Honestly,
Definitely.
I don't think I've ever recent history being a grown man. I don't think I've cried that much during games, but that really hit home.
Yeah, actually, I didn't do commentary on the last one because
he wanted to.
It was just too.
It was embarrassing for him.
Yeah.
He didn't want you guys to
cut
hear
it.
his
I
tears.
cut it out. The sobbing was just too much.
But yeah.
But yeah, definitely to look forward to in the winter coming up is taking the phobia out of GamePhobia. I think that we sort of made this sort of title for ourselves where we only play horror, and it really unintended. I mean, I'm not looking forward to playing a new Amnesia game. I will, but I'm not looking forward to it at all. And definitely with something like Darksiders sort of reaching out of there, and we'll definitely see more of Vfxman taking on solo games and things like that. Hopefully get Ian Man, or just Ian. I forgot he's just Ian.
Ian Man. Ian Man. Maybe.
Hopefully get him on some more recent games like Far Cry 3.
I think I might be interested in doing. I'm actually promising a Sly Thieves in Time playthrough.
Awesome.
Because Sly is my favorite series ever. So
yeah, definitely Matt's the Sly master.
Not
So
really.
his name's Matt and I'm Joe. But I mean in Resident Evil we pretty much sort of trashed the username.
Broke it, yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna yell out Zemnion.
And your name's just too long to yell.
Vfxman3000, help! Oh, I'm already dead. It's like, oh well.
Oh man. So this was number 7, and number 6 should be up tomorrow. And just day by day until Christmas Day, we will be having the top 10.
I'll probably put because it's my responsibility anyway. When I get home later, I'm probably gonna put the number 7 physically up on the site anyways. Because there are actually a few people that I think are liking the Facebook page that don't watch the YouTube, maybe,
and vice
versa. So maybe you could go like the Facebook page after you see this,
or watch the videos. I mean, that'd be cool because they're about like over 900 of you and getting like about 300 on each, which is more. That's amazing, but
it's a good healthy following. If 300 people are watching it, I don't know if YouTube's glitched or not.
Who knows? It could just be someone really excited about GamePhobia watching it 300 times,
which is cool.
Yeah, if you're that person and you want to come out and tell us, shoot us an email or post on the Facebook page. I'm sure there's some sort of prize we can give you. Not really, but it'll be cool if you told us. Well, if you were messing with our views.
Do we owe someone a shout out?
I think we do, but quite honestly, I forgot who it was.
Sorry.
But to that person who we owe a shout out to, this is your shout out. So I mean,
you'll get a solid one.
You'll get a better one.
You'll get a solid one.
So yeah, I mean, we're looking to put some All-Stars up on YouTube eventually, showcase some of our moves For I think we each have pretty distinct characters, or us two at least. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and there'll be more to come. Hopefully, you'll get used to this.